In this video, it was taken at Sun Chemical in September of last year, and we're trying to show a couple of things. The three different type of rip bars. There's a yellow one, an orange one that are kind of similar, and then another one called a duckbill. And I want to show each how they're used and why I prefer the more traditional type than the duckbill. So with the yellow crowbar, this is like the crowbar I grew up with when I was 17, started repairing pallets. It's similar to what I had, and you see the hook on the end, and then we made a spot to hang it. It works fairly good. I have found it that you have to concentrate when you put it in place, and you have to be careful let go of it so it doesn't swing too hard and fall out of the hook. But that was an improvement on what we had before. It has the same place you put it, but I don't think quite as good as the magnet that we have on the orange one. Here we have taken the board off and saved it for use at another time. That is something that is important, because excellence is not just in the repair, but it's also in reusing components when you can. Recycling isn't just about fixing things, it's also reusing things. Here we're using the orange bar, and sometimes you have to use them as a duckbill. And if you watch this closely, you'll see, like right here, I'm using the flat part as a hammer. It was not really intended to be a hammer. I found it to be useful for that way. Right here, the reason it's flat is to have, there's a magnet there, and that holds it well when there's a flat piece. Okay, so this is a board that you can see that needed to be replaced on the end, but it's a solid top, and you can't get your rip bar behind it. And so this is where people might say they need to have a duckbill bar. But as you can see, that this orange bar, it has tabs on it that act like teeth, so when you pry it off, it still can grab. Now, yes, it destroyed the board, and that's what happens when you take them off like that, but that board had to come off. That was critical. And that means you only need to have one kind of tool. And that defeats the purpose of trying to have a duckbill bar. Here is a picture of the duckbill rip bar, and you'll see as this rips the board off that, yes, the board comes off, but that board was kind of a good board, but now when it's taken off by that rip bar, the board is totally not usable again. It split it and ripped it up, and it's just garbage now. And that is the main reason why I don't think that they should be used in pallet repair. Here is again with the duckbill. It makes the boards just disintegrate. It might be a good thing to take boards off, but it does not allow you to really save the board that you're taking off. And many times on the end you might have a wide board that when you take it off you could reuse in the middle of the pallet at another location. Here you have the orange bar, and I don't know if you can see it, but this orange bar on the fork, it also has little tabs, because sometimes you need to use it like a duckbill, and those little tabs give a little assistance in gripping the board so that it doesn't slip out. You can see here the pallets are not the normal kind of pallets that you see in a pallet repair shop. These pallets are full of pigment from some chemical, and we do these on site because nobody wants to have this kind of pigment all over their parking lot or in their building. But they reuse these pallets over and over and over. And some of these pallets are over 20 years old. There you can see on the table the pigment that comes off these pallets. It's a concentrated pigment. So there you see, is sometimes you just have old boards that are disintegrated, and you just have to take it off with your fingers as well as with a crowbar because they're just old and taken off. And there you see it's used as the pry bar and as a duckbill because it's just what it is. That board has to come off.